Before I talk about prison, before I talk about school, I just want to let you guys know that this video has been sponsored by Verve, home to your favorite shows and channels. Go to verve.co/domics, link below, and be granted a 30-day trial of premium membership. Stick around until the end of the video for an exciting announcement. You're welcome. Oh boy, it's that time again. Back to school! I cannot contain my excitement for a new year of discoveries about the world and myself. Hey, didn't you graduate 6 years ago? Can a man not wish to be young again? Yes, I've been done with school for a while now, and while being an adult definitely has its perks, yes, may I have 4 dozen donuts, please? Haha, having a party later, huh? No, I am not. I still remember and miss the simple and carefree days as a kid. Most of you watching will probably be starting a new school year soon, and some of you have graduated and are advancing on to the next tier of education. And I'm aware other students around the world start at different times in the year, so I apologize if this one's too late or too early for you. You might be groaning at the fact that you have to go back to doing homework, putting up with boring lectures, being forced to socialize with undesirable people, but you may also be looking forward to making new friends, seeing old ones, learning something new, and all sorts of things. Try not to expect it as a repeat of the previous year. That's kinda lame. Make it one with new opportunities. Do things differently. Also, for your first day back, if you plan on stressing over what to wear because you're worried about how people will think of you, don't. I guess it's easier said than done because some of us are more insecure than others, but let me tell you that nobody really cares. And those that do care are nobodies. See, that's why the statement makes sense to nobody. I mean, maintain a decent level of hygiene. First impressions aren't only limited to the clothes you wear. But do you think I remember what anyone wore on the first day of class when I was 15? Hell no, why would I waste storage in my memory for that? I don't even remember what I wore. There is no legacy to it. But if you want to look good just for yourself, who am I to stand in the way of you doing you? I tell this to people all the time, having gone through my years of education. School isn't for everyone. I realize that for a lot of people, they've simply been told that school is important and mandatory, and they continue living with that mindset without finding truth in it for themselves. How many of you guys, show of hands, actually wait, no, I can't see you, but how many of you are in college or university just because your parents told you it's the only way to get a job? And how many of you who chose not to go to post-secondary education get heavy judgment from peers when they find out you're not in school? And how many of those people choke because they have trouble eating their words when you prove yourself to them? School isn't for everyone. Yeah, elementary, junior, and high school definitely builds your foundation as an adolescent, but after that, I think you should be free to choose how you become an adult. I mean, most information learned at school is out there in libraries, and does anyone even go to libraries? Okay, the internet, readily accessible for anyone willing to teach themselves. I did not go to school for animation, and if I realized sooner how much more fun it was, I would have either dropped out or switched programs. I still have ways to go in improving my skill, but everything I've learned was through friends and the internet. When I say school isn't for everyone, I mean that as long as you have some sort of drive for knowledge to improve yourself and grow as a person, then it doesn't really matter which direction you go. School is simply a platform of which these things can take place, but you can't teach someone who's not willing to learn. And I get it, the public schooling structure can be pretty skewed. All of you have your own developed interests, and the education system generally tries to examine you on your ability to perform in multiple subjects that you may not equally find interesting, therefore making your grade point average a flawed representation of how intelligent you actually are. It discouraged me at first when I just couldn't do well in some of my courses. Was I just stupid? I mean, I tried my best. I wouldn't say I struggled in school. Thanks, Kuman. But at some point, I just came to the realization that maybe I just suck at physics.
Oh hey, same here.
I know, right? Oh. And that's perfectly okay. There's always room to learn and improve, and there's always room to accept that you're just bad at something. We're all stupid in different aspects and categories. What's not okay though is to claim to be incapable without first trying. You guys will be discovering more about your strengths, I hate that word, your non-weaknesses in these coming years. And as tough as it may seem, make the best of it because you'll only get to experience it once. If you're still in elementary school, I'd say kick back, have a popsicle, enjoy yourself for now. Your homework consists of simple math and reading books. When you hear the adults telling you to enjoy being a kid while you still can, believe them. Sure, you can still be a kid at heart when you're an adult, but it's not the same carefree kind as what you guys are experiencing now. I really miss it. And it's a shame when I see some of you in such a hurry to be adults. Hey kid, what's the rush?
I want to pay taxes.
What the fuck? High school students, my tip for you, just survive. I'm serious, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. High school will suck for a lot of you. You may meet a few great people and make a few endearing memories, but you can't really credit high school for it. High school is what you make it to be. Just do your best in your classes and accept that those 4 years are merely a time for you to discover yourself and what kind of adult you want to be. What a lot of you consider achievements don't really carry over into adulthood. Trust me, no one really cares that you scored that one touchdown back in 10th grade. Make friends with who you feel comfortable with and not with people who are your friends under condition. And by that, I mean you're only friends as long as you are providing them with a certain benefit of some sort. Those aren't friends, okay? Those are just convenient acquaintances that you just happen to see on a daily basis. But even if you make good friends, you must accept the possibility of drifting apart with some of them after graduation. It's not necessarily anyone's fault. It's sad, but people just grow, sometimes apart and on their own paths. College and university students, come here, come a little closer, turn the volume up. Balance your time. School, work, relationships, hobbies, whatever things you wish to be involved in, make sure you keep a balance between all of them. Because no matter what, stress will find its way to throw you off. And the more balanced you are, the harder it'll be to fall. If there's too much on your plate, be prepared to sacrifice some things. In the 4 years I was in university, I gave up a lot of my hobbies. Besides building plans, site elevations, and cross-sections of parapets. By the way, this is called a parapet, and yes, that's one thing I learned from my years in architecture. I didn't really draw any personal art. I also stopped watching anime, and I couldn't really play too many video games. Maybe that's why I lost my passion for architecture, or maybe it was just the intensity of the program. I realized those things were a big part of who I was, and I couldn't bear to fully immerse myself in a career where those were absent. And yeah, some of you guys on this channel might be new and not know that I studied architecture, but obviously I settled on a different path. Your experiences in these years will likely be the most memorable. This isn't just high school part 2, but now you don't live at home. This isn't just high school, but you get to pay for courses that you like. This isn't just busy work until you're done and all of a sudden you're ready for the world. This is one of the ways you enter adulthood and join the rest of us who have been molded by our own unique experiences. Experiences ranging from sweet to bitter. Experiences that make you think, if that never happened to me, I wouldn't be who I am today. And if you're not going to school or taking a year off or a breather, earning some money, maybe travel, or even if you're going straight into the working field, that's fine too. It's fine. Everything's fine. Why did I even make this video? I just want to tell you guys to find enjoyment in the time you have while you have it. I'm not telling you to live every day as if it was your last. Goodness, no, that sounds exhausting and subjective. Does anyone really try to live by that? All I'm saying is, as long as you use that time to at least make something of yourself and discover more of what goals you want to achieve in your life, then it's not wasted time. But with that said, you also can't just mindlessly follow your dreams. You hear that advice a lot, but in reality, it's very unsustainable for everyone to do so. It might be better to say follow your dreams, but not off a cliff. As in, chase your dreams, but be mindful of where it leads you and think things through before deciding to make a leap. Everyone's kinda in a hurry to figure out what they want to do for the rest of their life, but understand that you have the rest of your life to figure it out. Even right now, a lot of you adults probably have jobs that you've been in for years, but still, something deep inside your mind is telling you, this isn't it. The search isn't over. You may be comfortable with something one day, but then totally change the next. As humans, we never stop growing. We are always adapting and changing. I wish you guys some good discoveries in the upcoming semesters. Good luck. Wait, no, sorry. You suck! Maybe you want to discover some shows for your break from homework or need something in the background while you work. Hey, well, what do you know? There's Verve. If you missed the 90s, or literally missed it since you're a post-millennium baby, Verve offers some Nickelodeon relics like Doug, Cat Dog, Wild Thornberries, Angry Beavers, Rocket Power, Rocko's Modern Life, and more. Wait, what the heck? They have Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was Nickelodeon? Well, TIL. They also offer a great selection of anime from the Crunchyroll and Funimation collections. With Premium, you can enjoy your shows ad-free, have access to member-exclusive content, and take your shows wherever you want with offline viewing using the Verve app, available on iOS and Android devices. Once again, that's verve.co/domics, link in the description, for a 30-day ad-free trial of Verve Premium. Enjoy!